Hello guys, this is Amos Doll Music, and in today's lesson I'm going to teach you how to play the Pink Panther theme, alright? So, give you a quick preview of what you're going to learn today's lesson. It goes like this, check it out. So, yeah, seems like a lot of stuff to learn, but it actually is pretty easy once we break it up into parts, okay? So here we go. Alright, so, okay, first of all, we're actually gonna go through the left hand for all the patterns, then we're gonna go through the right hand as parts, okay? So, yeah, once we go to the left hand pattern, it's actually not as hard as you think it is, okay? So, in this, the left hand always has this awesome rhythmic pattern. It's always like da-da-da-da-da. Repeats it of some kind, but it's like different notes every single time. So yeah, let's learn the few patterns first for the left hand. So there are 1, 2, and 3. The 3 main patterns for the left hand, which is the same rhythmic pattern but different notes. So let's learn them first. The first pattern on the left hand goes like this. Okay, I'll teach you right now. So most of all is always doing fifths. Okay, so first one is C sharp and G sharp together, like that, followed by another fifth. It goes up to D and A. And then it goes up another chromatic up to D sharp and an A sharp. There's another fifth, and then goes up another fifth, which is half a step up to E and B, like that, and then up to B, back down to E, and that's the pattern. It's always like that. It's always like fifth, 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 fifth. And then higher of the fifth and back down to the lower of that fifth, okay? Of that last fifth, okay? So it's always that pattern. It's always like fifth, 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 higher of that last note and back down to the lower one, like that. It's always like that for every single left-hand pattern, okay? But every single time it's just some kind of different fifth. That's what it is, okay? So that's the first pattern for the left hand. Remember it, okay? So yeah, so C sharp and G sharp, and you go up by semitones, so, and then it goes to D, A, go up another semitone to D sharp, A sharp, go up another semitone to E and B, and then up to B, E, like that. So basically it's always like 4 parallel fifths in a row. So 4 fifths in a row. It's always 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Like that. So remember to get this rhythm right. So it's kind of like this interesting kind of like swing rhythm. So swing quavers. So first of all, 2 swing quavers, but 2 together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, like that. Always remember that, okay? So yeah, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Remember, that is the rhythm. One last time for the rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, yeah, and that's the rhythmic pattern, okay? So that's the first part, well, not first part, first rhythmic left-hand pattern, and also the notes there, okay? So that's the first left-hand pattern, and then the second left-hand pattern goes like this for the left hand, okay? It's the same thing, it's 4 parallel fifths in a row, followed by like a higher note and the lower note thing, okay? But this time it's different, it goes back down. The second pattern goes starting on E flat and B flat, and then this time is going down. So half step at a time. So D, A, next one, and then C sharp and G sharp, next one, and then C and G, next one. And after that fourth one, once again, just go up to the higher notes, back down to the lower note, like that. So once again, it's 4 parallel fifths plus those 2 separate notes, okay, which is a similar pattern as the first part if you see it, okay? So yeah, one more time. So you just go starting on the E flat and B flat and going down. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Yeah, so remember 4 parallel fifths like that. Okay, so remember that same rhythmic pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, So that is the second left hand pattern, okay? And then there's actually one more left hand pattern that is different notes, okay? We're just going through all the different left hand variations in this, so it's easier to learn afterwards, okay? So yeah, so that's the second rhythmic left hand pattern. The third one and the last one goes like this, okay? So this one starts on, let me see. Okay, so the last one, well, not really last one. There are, like, it's always alternating between these patterns, okay? So the third and the different one goes like this. The pattern starts on D-A this time, goes up. And then up to semitone, up to D sharp and A sharp. Up as another semitone to E and B. And then up as another semitone to F and C. Up to the higher note, separate note, and back down to F like that. It's simple like that, okay? So this third pattern starts on D and A and goes up semitones like that, okay? So it goes just like that, okay? So remember, so this third one starts on the D-A, just remember that. Yeah, and those are all the left hand patterns pretty much for this entire song that I'm going to teach you in this lesson. So remember, practice these left hand patterns first. So with the 3 of them, it alternates between each pattern and pattern. So yeah, just got to remember them. It will make your life a lot easier when we're learning this, adding the right hand and stuff together, okay? So yeah, basically what we can do right now, let's break it up into, let's say, many parts, okay? So I can't even tell you at the moment, but the first part is really, okay, let's start with the first part. The first part is really simple. It's actually only 2 left-hand patterns, 2 of the first left-hand pattern, okay? So we just do this. And then repeat that first pattern again. Like that. So that's the first part, okay? Alright, so once you get the first part of those 2 patterns, 2 of the first pattern, let's go to the second part. The second part is where the right hand comes in, and also with the left hand patterns and stuff, okay? So the second part goes like this. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So right hand starts on the D sharp here, so it's below middle C. Middle C is here, go down to the D sharp. Okay, so this first part for the right hand, it goes like this. D sharp E, F sharp G, down to D sharp E, F sharp G, up to C, B. Like that. That's the first, second part, okay? So yeah, one more time for the second part. So it goes D sharp E, F sharp G, down to D sharp E, F sharp G, C, B. Like that. Okay, and that is the second part, okay? So, yeah, okay, so this second part, for the right hand, for the left hand has the first pattern on the left hand, okay? So you learned that pattern already, is this one. So we're going to apply this pattern with the right hand notes. So this is what we do. I'll tell you exactly where to press the notes together. So left hand starts first, and then tskida, 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 like that. And that's the second part. One more time for the second part. So it goes like this. So it goes left, left, tskida, 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 like that. All right, moving on. The third part, right hand continues like this. It goes down to E, up to G, up to B, B flat, and it goes A, G, E, D, E. That is the third part. One more time for this right hand for this third part. So it goes down to E, G, B, B flat, A, G, E, D, E, like that for the right hand for this third part. Okay, so that's the third part. Left hand, we have the second pattern. Okay, so remember, is this one? Remember that pattern, okay? So you remember that? The 2 hands together for this third part, which go like this with this pattern. So it goes, okay, so E and the pattern starts right away. So it's like together, 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 here, here, like that. Yeah, and that is the third part. So yeah, it goes like this. Together, 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 here, here, just like that. Okay, and then moving on. After the third part goes to the fourth part, but the awesome thing is the fourth part is actually exactly the same as the second part. So we just go back to. However, moving on, the fifth part changes. Right hand goes to, after the beat goes down to G, up to B, up to E, and then E flat. Yeah. So that's the fifth part for the right hand. So it just goes G, B, E, E flat like that. So that's the right hand. Left hand, we have the third left hand pattern there. So it's the D one, the starting on the D, A one, going upwards like this. Okay, so this one. Okay, two hands together is really self-explanatory. Once again, it just goes together, 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 here, like that. One more time for this fifth part. So it goes together, 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 here. And that's it for the fifth part. Moving on. After the fifth part goes to the sixth part. However, the sixth part is actually exactly the same as the second or the fourth part once again. So it just goes. After the sixth part, the seventh part, also you know it as well. The seventh part is actually exactly the same as the third part, which is this, you know, as well. It just goes. Okay, so that's the seventh part, which you know. And then the eighth part is something different, okay? So it goes, it's kind of like starting with the first left-hand pattern for the left hand. It goes only of the 4 consecutive fifth notes, so like this. End right there, and the right hand goes up to E, D, B, A, G, E, and then it goes this declaration note, A sharp to A for 4 times, goes 2, 3, 4, and then it goes G on the right hand and E and B consecutive together, so it's together. After the E, B by itself, and then E finish up like that. Yeah, and that is the last part, okay? So one more time for this last part. So it goes like this. So first of all, left hand starts with the first pattern, but only for the first 4 consecutive fifth notes, the C sharp and G sharp consecutive fifth ones, like this. And a hold, and then da, 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 and then A sharp and E 4 times, and the G and E and B together, so B, E, like that. And that's it. That's the end, okay? So yeah, back to back the whole thing. I'll just play it one more time and we call it an end, okay? So it just goes like this. So the first pattern again, and then the 2 hands start together. Just repeat the same second part. Different. Repeat the same second part here. Third part. And then just consecutive fifth 4 times. And 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Yeah, pretty fun song to play. So yeah, it's actually not as hard as you think it is. Really simple once you actually break down the patterns like that, especially when you get the left hand patterns right, okay? So remember to practice those 3 patterns at the start for the left hand. Once you get really good, everything else should be very easy and will fall into place pretty easily, okay? So that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, very broken down. Check out the rest of my tutorials on my channel. I have over 2,600 for you to enjoy and learn from. Check out my website as well, bestpianomethod.com, to learn more about my piano methods and teachings. Yeah, linked in the description below somewhere. But anyway, as for now, enjoy your time around my channel and see you next time. I'm glad you made it to the end of my video. Now you can visit my website to learn how to play this or any song you want through my methods explained through books and courses, or just get me to make a full song video lesson or sheet music transcription on any song you want using my customized services. As for now, enjoy your time around my channel, subscribe, and see you next time.